What's up, guys? My name is Joseph Roscoe and you're watching another episode of Bass Union. So I've been tying jigs for a long time, and I've had the question in the last few of my videos on how do I tie my jigs. So in today's video I'm going to show you exactly step by step the process. I have 5 jigs I'm going to tie up in succession and show you exactly how I do this. So hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions, go ahead and put them down in the comment section. If you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you get notified when we have videos like this that come out, so you can watch and not miss a single episode of Bass Union. So let's get to tying. Alright guys, starting out, you need a sharp pair of scissors. I picked these up from Home Depot, some Crescent Whisks. I mean, these were about $7 or $8, but these scissors are really good. And the material I'm using today is called Danville's 210 denier, 100 yards of flat waxed nylon. This stuff is really good. It lays down good when you're doing your wraps, and it's really small, has a really small diameter. So, and the material I'll be using today, which we use on all our jigs, is living rubber. I love living rubber. By the time you get it tied on, just the flare that you get with this underwater is unreal. It poofs out, and you'll see here in a minute after I do the first tie, when I cinch it down and spread out the rubber, the individual strands, they pop out and poof. So it looks like a little puff ball. So I love using living rubber because of the action you get. So let's start out. You have your bobbin right here. This is your bobbin. You have your spool of thread on, and that just helps it when you go ahead and do your wraps and it's hanging on the jig, that it doesn't come undone. It keeps it all intact. So starting out, what you want to do is get a decent amount of thread right here, and I like to start out close to the head, and then I wrap this entire collar. I want to see all black. So right there, and you see the string how it's hanging on this side. I'll go ahead and cut that. So now we're here. Now we're ready to put the rubber on. So what I do, I take my rubber, and I lay it on the string. I go like this. Use that rubber and wrap it all around, just like that. So I'm gonna do this one really fast for you guys, just to show you. Inspect it just to make sure everything looks good. Looks good. One down. So now let's put the next jig in the vise. We're going to do it all over again. Do those wraps. Take that rubber. Wrap the whole thing about 6 or 7 times. Do a good cinch. Now you take your 2 fingers. So this is how you do this wrap. You take your 2 fingers, and you spin it like that. Then you do that once. Do it again. I like to keep my finger here. That way it keeps the loops intact. I tighten it down and do it all over again. Done. So then I cut the string, pull on it, make sure they're all separated. Just like that. Make sure all the strands are separated. They look good. It's 2 down. Like I said, I'm just going to do these. I'll show you exactly how I tie these. So hopefully this helps you guys that are out there trying to make your own jigs. Just like that. See the flare that these jigs have after you tie that living rubber on? It's just unreal. There we go. 3 down. Two more to go. So this time I'm going to do it as slow as possible so you guys can follow along. So we'll start out again, the initial wraps like this. And we'll come back down, cut it, take my rubber, go over the top, there we go, I'm going to cinch it down, and then I'm going to take my 2 fingers, and twist it, just like that. I do this twice. With this flat wax nylon, what's nice about this is because it has wax in it, when you cinch it down, it really holds that knot tight together. There's no need for glue. At least for this type of jig, I haven't needed glue or any special type of chemical to grow on the jig. Really just thread and some good tight knots, and you'll be able to make a jig like this. So this last time, I'm going to show you without the skirt what it looks like. So, go like this. Cut that off. Take your 2 fingers. And what you're doing, you're twisting them like that, and then you're wrapping it, and then you're doing this again, just like that. Boom. Take 2 fingers, wrap it. Boom, boom, boom. And that is that. That's how I tie a whip finishing knot by hand. Super fast, super simple, no tool needed. I hardly ever use this thing. The only time I use this is when I'm tying flies, but for the most part, when I'm tying these type of jigs, I do it all by hand. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. I know it's a little different than what I'm normally doing with the fishing content, but as you guys saw in the last video, my home lake is currently not accessible. All the launch ramps are closed. The access to other lakes is also getting pretty low for other places in California. So pray for rain, guys. But if you guys like this type of video, I'll go ahead and try to do some more in the future. But I hope this helps for some of you guys that had questions on how I tie a jig. This is how I do it day in, day out. I tie anywhere from 200 to 300 jigs a day at times, depending on how many orders that we get coming through. So if you guys would like to support the channel, go ahead and pick up a few Bass Union jigs. These things have been catching big fish, winning tournaments, and just catching a ton of fish. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notified for more videos like this when they come out. My name's Joseph Orozco. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Go catch some hogs, and we'll see you guys in the next one.